Welcome to Integrity Inspire, your daily dose of inspiration and motivation, featuring the bright and talented members of the Integrity Marketing Group family. Now, here's your host, Integrity co-founder and CEO, Brian W. Adams.
All right. Well, hey, thank you, everybody, for joining today's Inspire podcast. Really excited about everything that we've got going on here at the Integrity platform and the Integrity family, and we're going to be announcing another exciting new partner today, which is just one of the most fun things that we get to do here at Integrity, and I'm just so honored and blessed to be able to get to do this, and it's amazing to be able to do this on a weekly basis as well. And so I can't wait to get this announcement out there here in just a minute. But before we get started, man, we got a lot of talented people here at Integrity. And we've been kicking off Integrity's Got Talent. We're in the semifinal round. We're going to be announcing the finalists soon. But, man, Kendall, what are your thoughts? I mean, how fun has this been that we have had so many great people? And you're kind of one of the reasons this all started in the beginning. Maybe you're the reason. We should blame you, maybe, because.
Oh no! Don't blame me for
that. Or maybe we should thank you.
Hey, I've been so excited. I mean, all this, we're having so much fun, and the emails that we've been getting, it's like a reminder to vote every day. I love that we can vote for our favorites every day. Or that we did vote, it was so cool. And what I'm most excited about is the charity element of this. Like, I'm so excited to see people's talents, and as we're getting closer and closer to these rewards, I cannot wait to see the results we're getting from these charities we're donating to. I'm so glad we're doing that.
Oh, it's going to be so much fun. And today is a big announcement. We're announcing the 5 finalists. Man, so my kids, I was telling you the other day, my kids and I got on. We've been watching it at night. My boys love watching this, and we've been going through it. And they've got their people that they're voting for. And it's been so cool to see. And these people are like becoming like celebrities. My youngest was like, do we get to like meet them if they win or something? It was so much fun that they're getting into this, and I love that we can even tie our family into the broader Integrity family experience like this. And I know we all have our favorites. I'm not going to mention favorites today because, we're about to announce the finalists, and I haven't heard the finalists. Kendall, I don't think you or I have ever heard it. It's going to be Ann that gets to now announce it. And so, for all of us, this is going to be so much fun. And we are about to learn who made the finals at Integrity's Got Talent. As you know, voting closed yesterday, so now we're ready to release the finalists. So all the semifinalists got $500 for themselves and $500 for their favorite charity. The finalists get, now that becomes $1,000. They get $500 more for themselves and $500 more for their favorite charity. So they've got $1,000. So these 5 people are going to have $1,000 each that they can get for themselves and go buy something nice, enjoy their fun with their family, and then we also get to give back. And that's one of the things like Kendall was just talking about. Being able to give back is just such a blessing, and I think just part of our culture, frankly, is this giving nature. And so we'll be announcing that. In fact, I don't want to be the one. I haven't gotten to see who it is, and the kind of brains behind this whole program has been Miss Ann Wood, and so I'm going to let Ann come on and be able to announce the 5 finalists for Integrity's Got Talent. Now, I want to say this before anything. Everybody else, you are all winners. It has been amazing to see. If you don't get picked as a finalist, please keep up your talent. This was just a fun competition, but for the finalists, we are so excited to hear more about your story, about your charity, and some things in the upcoming week. So we're going to have a lot of fun. So right now I'm going to hand it off to Miss Ann Wood to announce the finalist of Integrity's Got Talent.
Thanks, Brian. I'm so excited to announce the finalists for Integrity's Got Talent. There is so much talent shared. There's so many skills shared. It was amazing to watch. And the voting was unbelievable, Brian. The voting from the family, friends, employees. It was so fun to watch. So without making everyone wait anymore, we will announce our 5 Integrity's Got Talent finalists. Here we go. First up, Factory Fresh. Andrew Boaz with his Integrity rap song. I know that we joked about it early on, but great job, Andrew. That was amazing. We were amazed by your talent and how you could come up with all the words to a rap song using Integrity, including a little shout out to Sean Mike in there, which we all loved. All right, next up, our second finalist was Leslie Haugen with her sculpture and paintings, incredibly creative. I saw some that were on the cover of books, some were on shoes, just incredibly talented. So congratulations, Leslie. Excited that you are a finalist. Our third finalist is none other than our egg-eating Ryan Bergman, who was juggling, ate an apple, and then ate an egg. I was dying watching that one over and over again, and we had so many comments on that. So thanks, Ryan. Congratulations. Excited to have you as a finalist. Up next, Lexi Williams and her incredible voice impersonations, whether it was cartoon characters or animals. She was highly entertaining. We're glad to have Lexi as one of our finalists. And lastly, our 5th finalist is a duo, Autumn Shields and Amber Bowen, our clogging duo from the Alliance. And they did video production. They performed together. It was so entertaining to watch. So we're so excited to have them as our 5th and final finalist. So with that, Brian, hand it back to you.
Man, thank you, Ann. This competition has been so much fun, and it's just gone up a notch. And so congratulations again to all those 5 that just got announced as the finalists for Integrity's Got Talent. As we will remind you, the grand prize winner will win $5,000. So that goes up from $1,000 to $5,000, and they get $5,000 for themselves and $5,000 for their favorite charity. This is massive, and so one of these 5 people that Ann just announced has the opportunity to now have $5,000 for themselves and $5,000 to their favorite charity. And this week we're going to be featuring each one of these finalists to help you get to know them and their charity more. And so there's not going to be any voting this week. You'll just have a chance to just get to know these people a little bit better, and then you'll be able to really understand even more about what we're doing here. And then the voting will begin again, and we're going to be really celebrating the inaugural champion of Integrity's Got Talent, which is just going to be so much fun. And this is just, again, one of those things I just love that we get to do here at Integrity. In addition, things just keep getting more exciting. We are now in May, and May is kicking off spring training. And I'm thrilled to announce that this spring training program is kind of like our game time that happens in the fourth quarter, where we all are working hard and grinding hard to make sure we have an incredible year. Spring training is just like going into a baseball season and you're training to get ready for the season, or football season, you're getting ready for spring camp and getting ready for what it means for the upcoming year. Where championships are won is in the preparation of getting everything put together before the season starts. And so spring training is going to just be an incredible time. So as many of you remember, this is kind of compliance week. We're going to be doing a lot of compliance training and things of that nature, but we've really stepped it up this year. The marketing team combined with operations, our people and culture team and compliance team have really come up with our overall program for compliance and other required training, but we're going to have fun with it. We're going to give a lot of swag. There's going to be a lot of cool things, and we have so many fun activities planned for each office And as I said, even more swag coming everybody's way, which is going to be really fun. And this week, we'll be kicking off things in a big way. Not only will you receive our new employee handbook, but you'll also have a fun planned concession stand at the different offices. And our first swag drop will be arriving soon as well. So be sure to be watching your email for other important updates coming soon. And if you have any questions or if there's any issues, please email springtraining@integritymarketing.com, and you'll learn, and they can respond to you and get everything you need from that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as I said before, this is one of the most fun parts of our job here, is being able to announce and introduce new family members. And we have an exciting announcement today, and another great family member to bring into the Integrity family. And I'm very pleased to announce that Roberts Alliance has joined the Integrity family. And as part of this deal, Paul Roberts, owner and CEO of Roberts Alliance, will become a managing partner at Integrity, and he'll continue to lead his team into the future. Now, Roberts Alliance is a field marketing organization based right down the street from where I live personally. They're based here in Dallas, and it was founded by Paul and his lovely wife, Tamara Roberts. Currently, Roberts Alliance supports a national network of life insurance agents who are helping thousands of American families find insurance coverage that they need, while bringing in more than $25 million of annual paid premium. Paul is one of those people that you get to know, and he's not only enthusiastic and exciting, but he's also compassionate and sweet guy. And he's just one of these guys who's just a caring manager that really, when he takes somebody under his wing, he makes sure that they're successful. That's one of the things I love the most about what their passion is, and how he really helps mentor people in this business. And he's bringing in new agents every single day. And he's built his agency on two main philosophies that he shares with his agents to help keep them motivated. And that's really about changing lives and achieving dreams. And the second, that's the first one. The second one is have fun, make money, and make a difference. And you can attribute a lot of the success that Roberts Alliance has had to how Paul embodies these philosophies and how he helps his agents embrace a path of success. Now, as part of the Integrity family, Roberts Alliance will have access to all of our shared services and resources and technology, and just the opportunity to grow faster. And it's really, this whole business is about building relationships and taking care of people, which is what he and his team are world-class in, and they're going to be able to come alongside of us and us come alongside of them to even help them grow even faster. So on behalf of everyone here at Integrity, I want to welcome Paul Roberts into our family. Paul has been a longtime partner with the Alliance, with Andy Albright and Jane Albright and that entire team. This is the first addition to the Integrity family that's been part of the Alliance, and I know that Andy Albright is as proud as anybody to welcome Paul. And so before I even hand it off to Paul, I got to let my good friend and partner Andy just welcome him into the Integrity family. So Andy, thank you for putting this together, and I want to give you a moment to make sure that you welcome him appropriately into Integrity family as well.
Well, thank you, Brian. And with the quality that Paul Roberts and Tamara bring in their business and the growth rate, I got to say congratulations to Brian Adams. Congratulations to all the partners in Integrity that we get to welcome Paul Roberts' organization, Roberts Rockstars, into the Integrity family. And God, I got cold chills. I'm so excited for Paul to become a partner. I mean, imagine that. You know, you're like becoming a law firm partner, an accounting firm partner. No. In a financial business like this, to have the opportunity to become a partner, and he did it. I'm so fired up. And, you know, one thing everybody's going to see, Brian, I know you've seen it being that he's right there in Dallas, but if you've traveled and met with his team, is his team loves him. And they will go to war for him. They'll fight for him. They fight together, and I expect we're all going to see just crazy growth, more growth out of Roberts Rockstars now that he's joining Integrity and getting all the services and all the opportunities that all the partners get. So I'm welcoming you, Paul. Congratulations, buddy. I'm so proud of y'all, and I thank you, Brian Adams, for getting him in.
Oh man, thank you, buddy. Paul, welcome to the team, my friend.
Oh, I'm very transparent, Brian, and my heart is pounding.
Mine too. Mine and Andy's are too.
Oh boy, just to hear all the words y'all said. A partner. That's kind of what Andy was saying. Partner. Like, how did I get here to partner? How did my life take this turn to partner? Thank you, God, for allowing this moment to take place for sure. And thank you, Brian and Andy, for those incredible words. We're blown away, Brian. We're everybody on the team's like, is it final? Is it final? Are we partners? I'm like, it's coming. It's coming. There's a buzz in the air, and what I love about it, Brian, is that people have been loyal, and to be able to now join forces with Integrity, become a partner with Integrity, and to utilize all the things that you're going to offer to my employees, people. Brian, no kidding, some of the people on my staff, I don't even think I paid them in the beginning. I said, hey, I got a dream. Let's go do something. And they stayed, you know, and that brings tears to my eyes to know that they're going to get stock options, ownership. I mean, what a great day. What a great day for all of us. And I'm excited. It is my family. This is my family. I love the work that I get to do. I love that I get to show up every day and be around great people, the energy that we possess is phenomenal. And really, you know, to go through a tough year that we went through last year, every day we came to this office and worked, every day. And the office was full. And we relied on each other to turn out the noise of the world. And we turned out the noise of the world, and to be now come partners and have everything at our disposal that y'all are giving us is absolutely phenomenal. It's a dream come true, Brian.
Well, it's a dream come true for all of us. And listen, this is a special day, and I want to say congratulations to you and your family. But I love the fact that you started off talking about your team. And I think that just shows the heart that we're talking about, right? And hearing Andy talk about you and about the fact that, you know, he was also getting chills about this is when you think of other people other than just yourself, and you think about how can I help more people. Turns out the more we do of that, the more we can all grow individually as well. And there's just something. So I love the fact that you're so transparent about that feeling. Now, you've been working with Andy Albright for how long have you guys worked together?
Since 2005.
2005. So Andy, so you've got, you've been mentoring Paul for so many years, and I know that I've heard this from a lot of our partners. It's one thing when you get to do a deal, and you know, Andy, we did your deal. It's been not quite a year, but when we did, you know, we partnered together. It's a big moment for you and your family. But when you get a chance to bring one of your own, and you get for them to realize, like you said, this opportunity to become partner in something that we're building. It's a special moment, isn't it, Andy? I mean, it's a big deal for all of us.
It was. It is, Brian, and I'll tell you, when I was evaluating or deciding to come on board as a partner, and make that big move, one of the massive factors was this ability to bring it on, to give somebody else an opportunity to partner. Because you always think, how do we, I've done all kinds of things to help my managers and my leaders and try to pull them together, but I didn't know how to do something like let them become partners. How does that work? And when you put that out there and explained to me the process, I was ecstatic. And now I've got so many guys scrambling for it. I mean, they're in 24/7 trying to find out a way to become partner. And Paul Roberts is number one. It's opening the floodgates, baby. Everybody's clamoring for it. And it's fun to see him, the number one. I got to tell you, there's been some changes in Paul Roberts' life in the 15 years. And I've got to witness them. I ain't messing with his story. It's out there. It's out there on YouTube. We got a movie about him, and he's changed a lot of lives, but his life's changed a lot, and this is just one more massive step for the Roberts family. And my wife, Jane, just loves Tamara, and she's so excited for them and pleased to bringing them on as partners. So we're thrilled, man. We appreciate it. Thank you so much, Brian.
I love the fact that there's so much like shared joy, right, as part of this. And I remember what Andy just said is I remember when I came to the meeting when we announced Andy's partnership, and I remember I'd never met you, Paul, I don't think, or maybe we had met at one conference, but I remember you were wearing bright red pants, and you came up and you talked to me, and you said, is there a chance like others of us could become partners? We were talking about that. And it's hard to believe sometimes, honestly. But it reminds me of the story about Roger Bannister. And I know you're a big runner, Paul. And Roger Bannister was the first guy who ever broke the 4-minute mile. And it'd never been done before. So everybody says it's completely impossible. Nobody could ever do it. But after he did it, people right after that started breaking 4-minute mile, and it was this idea that once you prove it can be done, then people like what Andy talks about, people being in 24/7 and saying, listen, I'm going to go out and get this, and now that one of your own has been able to break into it and break that 4-minute mile, so to speak, it's a huge opportunity overall. And I love the fact, and I've seen this with a bunch of our partners, it's one thing to have a great outcome for yourself and to become, a partner, but when you get to bring your own family, you guys have been through battle together, right? And so when you get to start bringing your own friends and partners into the team, and become equity partners in Integrity, it is even more special, I think, in a lot of ways. And Andy, I appreciate you trusting us with sharing this opportunity with Paul and others. Paul, I know that you, man, listen, as Andy just said, you got an interesting story, man. And you've come a long ways, but you got an interesting story about how you got into this business, how you started your agency. Would you mind just sharing a little bit about your own personal background and some of your own story?
Absolutely. I love that. I want to give people hope. I want them to say, okay, if that fool can do it, I can do it. Tamara and I started in 2005. We were completely broke. We had a business opportunity that fell apart on us. We had our cars repossessed. I mean, we were busted. And I went and found this opportunity. I went to a meeting, and they were talking about taking trips all across the world. And I went home to my wife, and I said, baby doll, I'm going to take you on 2 trips a year. And she says, that's great. Can we pay a phone bill, an electric bill, something? Why on God's green earth are you talking about trips? And I said, I will take you. That was my vision, is I'm going to treat you like a princess. I'm going to treat you like a queen. And so that was 2005, and we put our heads down. We worked really hard. And we did some great things. 2008, we made a good deal of money, and we were fired up. Unfortunately, I brought with that a disease called alcoholism. I knew I had it from my early 20s, and now I'm getting a little older, and I'm falling apart physically. I can't do much of anything anymore. It's hurting my wife. It's hurting my family. It's hurting my kids. I just wanted to die, really. I just was hoping I would drink enough to fall asleep and never wake back up, because it was just so, I could not understand how out of control my life was. I couldn't understand why I couldn't control this one thing. I went to the ER on three different occasions. One of those was back to back. I went on a Saturday, and they fixed me up. They gave me all the stuff I needed to feel good. I went to the beer store right after that, and I ended up back there on Sunday. And again, just praying for death. You know, I thank God I was here. Thank God I was with this family. I had so many people that would say wonderful things to me through the years, like, hey, there was days I was thinking about quitting, but you were smiling. And I'm thinking, man, I was smiling? How was I smiling? I'm so miserable myself. But somehow, some way, I just kept working. I learned my work ethic from my mother. She's an incredible woman. She raised me and my sister by herself. My dad didn't want to do the job she did. Not only did she raise us, she went on and got her master's. She's never gotten a B. She's gotten all A's. She ended up opening a private practice as a psychologist. And I got a PhD from watching her. I don't have a college degree, barely graduated high school. When I say barely, I carry my high school diploma around just to show people because they don't believe me. Because I sound like I know what I'm talking about, and really it's the amount of training that I've done the last 15, 16 years, the incredible people that Andy's put in my life, you know, John Maxwell and some other great people, and now Brian Adams. He always keeps pushing me to learn. So 2012, man, that was it. Tamara did not know, but I was spending all the money. I was not paying those guys with 3 initials, and they will come collect that money, and they did, and they took our house. And at this point, Brian, it was hard because I had employees, I had an office, and Andy's putting banners on the wall of me, and I'm in tears going, I've let this man down. I've let the entire Lyons family down. They don't know how jacked up I am, how messed up I am. And, I mean, because I could go on drinking binges for 9 days, 2 weeks without eating any food. But I was what they call a functioning alcoholic, so I was able to hide it very well. So I just want to die at this point because Andy has, you know, he does a great job edifying his leaders, and he's edified me, and I'm like, I cannot let him down. I went to bed May 27th, 2012, and I said, God, I don't want to wake up tomorrow. I took sleeping pills. I took everything. I drank a couple bottles of tequila. I woke up May 28th, and, man, I was the most miserable I've ever been. I did not go to the ER because I knew if I went to the ER, they would give me everything I needed to feel better, and I'd just go back to drinking, and I needed to feel the pain. I went to my office. It happened to be Memorial Day. I locked myself in the office. I had shakes. I sweat. It was horrible. And I've never looked back. I told Andy, I told Jane, the amount of love that Jane Albright gave me when I told her I quit. You know, it's funny, Brian, because a lot of people go, hey, you know, did you go through AA, you know, Alcoholics Anonymous? Are you a friend of Bill? And I kind of did go through AA. It was Andy Albright. And Andy gave me the stage, Brian, to stand up in front of so many people and say, I'm an alcoholic. And he not only did he give me that stage to do that, he encouraged it. He said, hey, tell the world. And I started talking and telling everybody. And thank God, because now, like you mentioned, they made a movie about it called Broken. And just yesterday, someone from our Alliance family called me. And I get these calls all the time. And, hey, I've been drinking 10 days straight, 11 days straight. I've had no food. I'm shaking. What do I do? God, what a blessing I've been given to be able to touch people that way and help people. And they know they can call me. We gave them an outlet and said, hey, call me. Because, you know, we our motto is have fun, make money, make a difference. We are having fun. Anybody that joins our organization, I tell them from day one, go get your passport. You're going to have fun. You're going to travel the world with us. Number 2, take a deep breath. You're going to make money. I promise you. And then lastly, and probably the most important, is you're going to make a difference. And we're touching lives. And one way we make a difference, Brian, is we make money. One way we make a difference is we have fun when we're not making money, when it hurts. And that's what just gave me the power to want to fight more and more and more. And, and you know what? I'd be remiss if I didn't say something about my wife. I have the coolest wife, the most amazing wife.
No doubt.
The coolest friend. She's more than a wife. She's my buddy. We have a blast together, but more importantly, she stood by me, and she so many times, Brian, she should have left me, and I'm so blessed she didn't. I remember when my mom met her for the first time, within minutes, my mother said, "You have found the one. This is it." And she's always called Tamara my angel to take care of me, and she has. But all the while doing all this, I've kept working. Again, that comes from my mom. I feel like if you're moving, if you're doing stuff, it's harder to feel the pain that you're in. It's harder to feel what's going on in your life when you're moving. A big reason why I run so much is if anything crazy is going on in my life, I got to run. I want to block out the noise for a little while and know what it's like. But we're changing lives, and I'm just the ability now to what we can do with you guys, and the way now together we get to touch more lives. Because you had mentioned at the beginning, if you take a genuine interest in another human being's life, your life will get better. And I love being with people. They give me energy. They give me strength. They give me motivation. When we just take the time to learn about another person, man, life changes, because then you sit there and you sit back and you reflect, my problems might not be that bad. My challenges might not be that bad. And also, God has put this person in front of me today for a reason. And then on top of that, I have a vehicle for people to make money. It's insane. And no kidding, I barely graduated high school. I really want to go to my high school and tell them what's happened. If any of the teachers are still alive. Yeah, if any of the teachers are still alive, they're like, there's no way. It's impossible. Yeah, man, this is a blessing. And it's kind of, for us, Brian, I want to get the respect. I've always wanted to earn Andy's respect. I want to earn your respect. I want to work hard. I'm not real big in saying, hey, let's work hard. I think work is a gift. We're blessed to work. Work gives us our mission in life. And how cool is it that my mission in life has been to help people go through alcoholism in such a way that I can let other people open up the door to say, hey, I need help. And then we get to help those folks. And then at the same time, they get to make money with us. They get to change the legacy of their lives with us. Because, Brian, people are hurting, and they need laughter. They need love. They need us to be the beacon. And now with integrity, I get to even be a bigger beacon of saying, hey, this is where you're safe. This is your place. Like you said, we're going to change lives and achieve dreams all at the same time. Where can you do that? And we get to do it here.
Man, Paul, listen, I first of all, thank you for your authenticity. Thank you for sharing and opening up. That takes a lot of courage to do what you just did. We didn't script this out. We didn't plan this. You just poured out your heart. And one of the things that I truly believe is that we're in the people business, and if we ever forget that, we're going to be out of business. And people need to be real, and like there is someone on this call right now there's probably multiple people on this call right now that they're thinking, well, you just became a partner in integrity, or you've been hugely successful, which you have been. And they're like, well, I can't relate to him. He was born with a silver spoon in his mouth, type of stuff. One of the things we found is that as we've gone through this Inspire podcast, and the whole idea of Inspire was to just give people hope, right? And just to have, especially during when COVID hit, is to have a moment in time where we could share positive things when there's a world of negativity, and just give people hope. And that's been the whole purpose of this. And as I've been able to interview so many of our partners, one of the things I know has been so powerful that we've all shared is the humility of our partners, people's hard work and humility, and how that's paid off in huge ways. But I'm certain that there's people, plural, that are on this call that are struggling with drugs or alcohol or issues that they feel like they can't control, and you just gave them hope. You just inspired them, and I love the fact that you're like, man, you can call me, and I know that you are real about that, and so I just want to listen. Most businesses, if you were going to go to Harvard Business School and they talk about how to run a business, they wouldn't ever tell you, let's get on and talk about somebody who's overcome alcoholism and about, you know what God's done in their life, frankly, right? But this is a people business, and people and culture matter more than anything. And that's why we do things like Integrity Got Talent and Integrity Island. We're looking at giving back. How can we always not only do something for ourselves, but also give back to others? And having partners like you, Paul, and I know that I know that Andy would agree, and all of our partners would agree, is having partners such as you that are authentic and real. Man, I'd go to battle with you any day, my friend, and I appreciate you being that upfront and that honest about all of this. Now, you said that they made a movie about this, that I think the Alliance, you guys even created a video about this. Where can people find that video? Because I know that the people are going to want to hear that. And I know that there's people on this call that want to learn more, and maybe in that same position that need to learn more. Where can they find that today?
They can find that on the NAA YouTube, and they can find it on the Roberts Rockstars YouTube channel.
Roberts Rockstars and NAA YouTube. And what's it called again?
It's called Broken.
Called Broken. Well, I have not I've not watched that, but I'm going, as soon as I get off this call, I'm going to watch Broken because it just inspired me. Now, one of the great things, we announced this to your employees the other day, and it was so much fun because, you and I live in the same town. We frequent the same restaurants. I mean, it's a small world, and we never really ran into each other on a lot of this. But we were. I went to your office, and you shared an interesting story, and you were showing me around your office. You got an amazing office. I mean, just spectacular place. But it's massive. I mean, you got a huge office. But you were telling me that there was a special purpose to that office too. You want to share that real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for that. That means the world to me. So my old office was about 2 miles from this office, not even 2 miles, just right down the road. This place used to be called Southwest Beer Mart, and I would come here on Monday mornings when I had drinking heavily on Saturday, Sunday, because I had the shakes as I was going into the office on Monday. So I'd stop by here 7:30, 8 a.m. and the funny part, he never judged. He was fired up. I was showing up buying alcohol from him that early in the morning, and I could literally pound 2 beers, believe it or not, before I drove that mile down to the office to get my shakes to go away. When I quit drinking, 3 months after I quit drinking, this place closed down. It was no longer called Southwest Beer Mart. I remember calling my daughter and saying, "Hey."
So your office. Hold on. So your office was that you're in now. So you used to go there, and that was called Southwest Beer Mart. That was it was a huge liquor store, right? So I mean, I just want to make sure that people understand what you're talking about there. That is crazy. So 3 months later. So keep going.
Yeah. So 3 months later, my daughter and I are talking, and she goes, "Well, I guess you were his only accounts receivable. You were the only one buying from the guy. You shut him down." And I said, "I guess so," and we laughed about it. And then a couple of months later, it became a church. and the church was called New Hope. I was like, wow, how cool is that?
Wow.
I remember I called up Tim Goad, our pastor, and I said, hey, man, you're never going to believe this, but that liquor store that closed down, it's now a church called New Hope. He said, dude, I'm going to fly down there. We need to take a picture with your Corvette. Andy had me buy a Corvette a couple of years ago. It was beautiful. And we're going to take a picture of that Corvette right outside there, and we're going to go talk to that pastor. Long story short, I'm looking for new places to move my office to. We've outgrown where we were. And this address at this office was available. And I said, well, what happened to the church? So I called up the realtor on the deal. And I said, hey, is this the New Hope Church? She goes, yeah, they're moving on. I said, all right. I said, I'd like to look at it. So we came here and we looked at it, and several times I brought probably 35, 40 different agents to come look at it. Really, Brian, I was trying to walk into the place, make sure I was going to be cool. I was going to be okay. I wasn't going to be having any weird moments inside these four walls. And I felt great every time. Just every time it felt like, this is a true story of like, wow, started here, then it became a church, and now it truly has become our church. And yeah, we're here now. And it's funny because I get to tell the story because you walk in those two doors that you walked into on Friday, and from the side where our studio is was the counter. And the guy would let me know if he was out of Coors Light or if he had Foster's beers, because those were my two beers. And I can visualize where the coolers were, and that is our office now, and I'm proud of that, and the team is proud of that, and so it's really a cool little, hey, Satan, you've lost.
Now, man, talk about bringing things full circle, my friend. It's truly remarkable. I'm lost for words. Well, listen, thank you so much for sharing that story. Thank you for being our partner. Now you built this massive business. $25 million a year in sales is a huge business, and you've got agents all over the country, and you treat them all like family. So now you're becoming a partner, or you are a partner at Integrity Marketing Group, the largest life and health insurance agency in the U.S., possibly the world. Tell me, what is your hope? What are your thoughts about becoming a partner? What's your hope here?
Well, now I'm in a place where the folks that have been loyal to us, that have been through thick and thin, that have stood beside myself and Andy, the folks that when we had bad times, they were there. We could reach over and touch them, and they were standing. They were standing in the gap with us, Brian, and they mean the world to us. Now I get to say, hey, what this means to me is now you got to go partner. It's your turn. It's your moment. It's your chance to achieve something that we didn't know even existed a year ago, and here we are. And I get to share the story of Brian Adams is one of us. I remember when I met you at the Cowboy game, and we were saying our goodbyes, and you hugged me, and I could have sworn you said I love you. And I remember going out to the car and telling my wife Tamara, I said, he said he loved me. He's one of us. And she's like, I don't think he said it. And I said, baby, no, I'm serious. The man said he loved me. We are at the right place. This is the place where not only we get to do what we did with the Alliance and Andy, but now it's like multiplied times a million. What we get to do here, the lives we get to touch, because we are him, he is us. And then I forget when it was, but it was a couple weeks later. Tamara was there, and you hugged me and you said, "Love you." I said, "I told you," he said it. and I get to share that with people. I get to share that with all the folks that come on. That we now our deal is we're powerful and we're loving. You can be both. We're very powerful, but at the same time we're loving. And now, again, multiply that. We get the people that are just as jacked up and messed up as me, barely graduated high school, have gotten in a lot of trouble, whatever it is, they now have a place to radically change their lives forever. I mean, radically. And that's my hope. And just, I don't want to put a number, triple, double, quadruple, because it's going, like the plans that God has for me right now with integrity, I don't even want to say the numbers because I might, insult God, because they're going to be huge. I mean, it's just, the sky is, it's limitless opportunities. I mean, we're we're bound to nothing at this moment with our partnership with Integrity.
Man, you just brought tears to my eyes, man. I do love you, and I do love your family, your entire family, and I love that you're now part of our family. And I appreciate you trusting us. And as I said, I know that there's people you spoke to today. I know you literally ministered to people, met them where they are today. And I love that we have a business that we can do that. We can help people, right? And the money is a byproduct of our success of helping people. And you helping people, Andy helping you, just the opportunity we all have together is something that's just inspiring. And that's the purpose of this call, Inspire. Andy, are you still there with us?
Yes, sir.
I'm speechless. I don't even know. I usually don't get to this moment where I'm like, I don't want this call to end. Like I just want to keep learning and hearing more from Paul. But man, as we kind of conclude, man, do you have any final thoughts you want to add, man?
I tell you, man, I'm crying too. I'm so excited for Paul, his family, and his team. He's got more people coming to become partner, Brian.
Oh, I know.
They're coming, baby. They're
I've
coming.
met him.
They're
I've
in
met him.
24/7.
He's got some studs. I mean, he's got. I'm not going to list them by name right now because I don't want to embarrass anybody. He's got like rock stars. When you called it Robert's rock stars, he literally has rock stars lined up. They're just like who's behind him.
The floodgates have been opened, baby, with the Alliance coming into Integrity as partners.
Well, thank you, Andy, for your leadership, for your vision. I mean, we would not be here without this vision that you've had, and bringing in great people like Paul Roberts and Tamara Roberts and the whole family. So thank you and Jane for your vision and your leadership to do this and give everybody an opportunity. That's one of the things I love about what we're building is this idea that Rising Tide truly does raise all boats, right? There's not a limit to how many boats are sitting out in the harbor. We can all raise together. We can all come together. And this doesn't have to be I win, you lose. We can all win together. And that's one of the things I get jacked up about. And so I just want to say thank you to both of you. And Paul, thank you for sharing, more than anything, sharing your heart today. I do love you, my friend. And I'm proud to say I love you, my partner now. So congratulations, big day for all of you guys, and can't wait for this announcement. We're going to be sending out this announcement tomorrow. It's going to be a huge announcement in the industry, and it's just the beginning. And I really do believe we are in the early innings of this game. And as we get ready with spring training, we are going to be coming together as a team, getting ready for some incredibly special things. So, Paul, congratulations, my friend, and can't wait for this announcement.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a passionate day, and I hope that this sets us up for this incredible week ahead. And I want to just take a moment to say, if you are someone who is in that moment like what Paul talked about, if you're one of our team members, one of our family members, and you're struggling with something that you don't feel like you can overcome, man, please reach out to someone. Please reach out to your manager. Please reach out to your local, a local pastor or someone else, or reach out to me personally. We are all in this together. I know Paul would agree. You can reach out to him. As a family, we're here and we're not here to judge. So if you need help in any way, I want to say, please reach out. You can reach out anonymously through our People and Culture team, and you can reach out through inspire@integritymarketing.com, or you can just reach out to any of us. But let us help if there is somebody who's struggling, and we want to be there for you. I'm not sure we can do everything, but we want to try to help in any way we can. And so this was an inspiring message I hope helped you not only see the opportunity in this business, but also its opportunity in life. So God bless you all. I hope everybody has an incredible day, an incredible week, and can't wait to see what we can all do together as we continue to support each other. So thanks again, Paul and Tamara. Thank you again, Andy Albright. And if anybody needs anything, don't hesitate to reach out. We want to help. So God bless you guys. Take care and have a blessed week.